for football. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Stephen Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's the former Stanford Cardinal, Richard Sherman, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
A running play for Rawls. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now Wilson on first down. Steps away to his left. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. Starters defensively for the 49ers. New coach, new GM, but a couple nice pieces to build around up front. Eric Armstead, DeForest Buckner.
And that continues for them because, remember, they were the same duo in college at the University of Oregon. Now they're teammates of the San Francisco 49ers. And I think both have played well in their short time in the league, but they also get help because they have an experienced veteran on the back end of the defense, Antoine Bethea. And I think you can build around him as well. Get some younger, quicker guys to go, but Antoine Bethea, he'll lead them with confidence.
He's got Kearse. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
Hey, big drive right here. Hey, alert. Punch left.
Lock it in motion right. Here's Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Doug Baldwin, 27 yards. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Off the play fake to Hyde. Here's Kaepernick. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. Charles, I don't want to belittle Torrey Smith because he obviously has a lot of talent, but I don't know that San Fran has seen the production out of him the last couple years they had hoped for.
Well, they haven't, and you know, just look at the raw numbers. What do you have, 53 catches in the last 2 years?
Total.
Has not been the deep threat that they expected and what he performed like in Baltimore. So what they've got to do is look at themselves, too. Quarterbacking, that's an issue for them. You know, the offensive line, so people have time to throw the deep ball and get some other receivers around him, take some of the pressure off, because when used properly, Torrey Smith can still be a big-time player in this league.
And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Now he'll throw deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now they send a man in motion right. Now Kaepernick operating on the bootleg. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Garrett Selleck, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
19.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return will stop right around the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. And the big tight end shifting around. They go play action for Hyde. Now Kaepernick. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Monday.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. On the move to his left. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Colin Kaepernick with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. One's left. Hey.
On second down, here's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. They come up in an offset eye. In motion left, Curse. They'll try and run for it with a power back. Reese. The fullback dive held up short. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Easy. Monday.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now a play fake here on first down. To the right side, caught by Salek. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Hey, 91.
And with that, it's 2-minute warning time here in the NFL on EA Sports. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Kaepernick now on first down. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone.
And it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. On first down, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No, let's
go.
I
like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they've been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah, looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Stanford Cardinal, Richard Sherman. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful not being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. You know, Charles, for Graham, so much concern early in the season about whether he'd be ready to play this year, what would happen recovering from the tendon. Not only was he ready, he played every game this season for Seattle.
And it wasn't just the injury concern with Jimmy Graham. It's how Seattle runs their offense. Remember, when he was in New Orleans, he could expect a ton of passes to come his way. But in Seattle, that number was going to be reduced. Would he be able to maximize what they were going to throw in his direction? And he certainly did this year, 65 catches.
65 catches, just shy of 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns, too. Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. And able to find Graham, complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now.
Alert, 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 alert. 36 power.
Again, Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Really good job by the offense there. Every second counts right now. So for them to get out of bounds and save some time, that's a nice move.
Forced out to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Right, front it. Fourteen, front it. Gun.
On second down, Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
One receiver left, 3 to the right.
Check.
Third and long, it's Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. We have hit halftime. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Wilson being chased out left. It's caught. Baldwin. And he's brought down after a good game.
Man, what the fuck?
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Zebra.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Complete out right to Kurz. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Shedding the tackler, that gives him some room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give him 15 more, and it's another first down. And quickly, they get to the line.
0. Check. 14.
Now a play fake here and he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Wilson on second down. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. On third down, Wilson. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
We have so many different terms for third down, third and short, third and long, third and manageable. How about third and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away, evades the rush, and picks up just enough for the first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw is Wilson. That's caught at the 3. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now receiver in motion left. The play clock's running down. They run with a power back. Rawls. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And they're going to speed things up here on second down. Hyde. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And credit the tackle to Cliff Averill.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Final minute now of the third quarter. They go play action here on first down. And McDonald here over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Back now here in Santa Clara. Shift together here from the D-line. They go play action for Hyde. Now Kaepernick rolling to his right. This one complete. Right side to McDonald. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Vance McDonald, 54 yards. And the 49ers have moved out in front. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a too-tight.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Ahmad Brooks, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here's Wilson, and that is incomplete.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Good, guys, 4 down.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Complete, Richardson has it. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Check 51, check 51.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Flushed out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
Williams, the man in motion left. Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Wilson. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. A good pickup there, a 22. A good catch there and a 1st down for the offense.
Excellent awareness by the receiver to know where the 1st down marker was.
Fourteen.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Nice. Wes up.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. In motion right is Smith.
91.
First down, a run with Hyde. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Second down following the run.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Smith will come in motion right. To throw is Kaepernick. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Third down, Carlos Hyde. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. Running for it, here's Hyde. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll be a gain of 11, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Oh, 4th and short, right at midfield. This is where you tell your offense, I've got faith in you guys to get me a few yards. And sure enough, they repay that faith and keep the drive moving with a first down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw, Kaepernick. He dumps it to Hyde. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So this thing is all going to come down to the right foot of Phil Dawson. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you...
You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Wilson Seahawks. And with that, we'll send you up to the Pacific Northwest and CenturyLink Field in Seattle, home of the 12s, as we'll welcome in our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Vic Beasley able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Gotta go, in and out.
Play clock winding down. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Shakes off the sack. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vic Beasley in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
19. Hey. Tight. Blue 15. Run it.
And the wideout in motion. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Vic Beasley getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Alert. Blue 15.
3rd and long, it's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He's got Curse. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Sight, green 80. Friday. Check 50. 14, Friday.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Alert.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Being chased out left. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And a man, as we look at the starters now, a man who really has earned us talking about him in the booth, Julio Jones.
He's a 1,000-yard receiver each and every year. So sleek, so wonderful. I call him Secretariat.
Now Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now it's Ryan surveying the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Gun. Hey, easy. Check.
And he motions the wide receiver. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. And some room to roam now. Give him 11 on the gain there. And that'll be good for a Seattle first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
One left.
The play clock's running down. Throwing is Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out.
Move 15. 95.
In motion left, Curse.
14, front it. Shotgun.
Time running out here on the play clock. And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Slide. 380. Front it.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Tempo.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. On third down, Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, on comes Stephen Hauschka to try and get the Seahawks 3. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Switch. 15 get up. Check. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's Wilson to throw. He'll rifle this. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Check 3. Gun. Kill. Ready. 41 Mike.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu.
And, Brandon, I think Mohamed Sanu had a nice career while he was in Cincinnati, but he really elevated in 2016 in Atlanta, the most catches for himself in a single season.
59 of them, 4 touchdowns. Really a nice compliment to Julio Jones, and he was a nice compliment in Cincinnati. I don't want to say he's not a number 1 receiver, but he plays that number 2 slot well, doesn't he?
He does, and I think it's because of his versatility. He can play in the slot. He can play out wide. They can use him as a wildcat quarterback. He has thrown passes in the NFL. In fact, going back to his days at Rutgers, I think he threw 18 passes while he was at Rutgers, so you never know what you're going to get when Mohamed Sanu has his hands on the football.
So the D-line's going to spread out. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Now Ryan, and he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Frank Clark in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now Ryan on second down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here's Ryan to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude. but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and it's third down.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
15 yards through the air and a first down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this.
Tight right, tight right.
5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. On first down, Ryan. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons cut into that lead. And it's 17-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Curse goes in motion right. On first and 10, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
We got 3, we got 3. Wide, get wide. Check 50, check 50.
In motion is the tight end, Graham.
19, alert
19.
3, alert 3. Check. Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Check 4.
Rolls the lone man in the backfield.
Tight, wide, 56 power.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Big drive right here. Check 24. There. Rush in.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. Back up. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
This will be caught at the 2. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mohamed Sanu, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And he's able to put it through. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field.
I got wide.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Hey, watch edge. Gun, check 3. Tempo. 6 guy, check 6 guy. Watch the edge.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Complete. Richardson has it. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the Seahawks are going to have a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Alert, 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 alert.
Kirsch goes in motion right.
Tempo.
You got tight. You got tight.
Zebra.
Switch.
On first down, Wilson. Flush to his right. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. And they're going to go soft on the corners. It's a 4-receiver look all to the left side. To throw is Ryan. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And complete on the right side. It's Tammy. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
He was looking for his tight end, Jacob Tammy, there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down. 25. Go.
To throw again is Ryan. And he's got his tight end, Tammy. Touchdown, Falcons. Jacob Tammy, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the lead. It's up and good to make it 21-17. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half.
He's got a man complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Check safety.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
14.
Watch twist.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Bring out.
Whip.
15. 36 power.
Kirsch goes in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bleedy Ray Wilson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. So out come the Falcons now. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Ryan. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they get 28 yards on that one. And it'll be 1st down Atlanta.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
Adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, you know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle, starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense, but Earl Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. How about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take a Dallas Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably most talented going into next year.
I like that one. Well, in the AFC, I'm going to go with a team that if they improve their defense and their quarterback stays healthy, they could be that team, the Oakland Raiders.
Okay, I'm going dark horse. Cleveland Browns. Let's go.
Hey, from worst to first.
Here's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. Tammy's got it. Complete. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. Getting it out left side to Sanu. A good pickup there, a 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no prep.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, three that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all three could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game.
This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown.
I wanna sit on private planes. I wanna scream my name on top of the Eiffel Tower. On the Eiffel Tower. I wanna hit that blackjack. I wanna take that money and run right here, right now. Right here, right now. But I won't take that train. I won't catch that flight if you're not on that plane. We ain't taking off tonight. Show in Tokyo.
I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Wilson's Seahawks going up against Ryan's Falcons. With that, let's get you over to the Georgia Dome in Atlanta. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. From the home of the Falcons since 1992, there's a look inside the Georgia Dome, just on the outskirts of downtown Atlanta. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons. Stephen Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. They go play action here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there right off the bat. 57 yards. Fresh set of downs here.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they have those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football. And we saw a big gain as a result on that play.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass and completing it.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy as well as such fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Freeman unable to get free here on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Now Wilson down around his goal line. Steps away to his left. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's the offense. Certainly some threats on this offense, and one of them that they target is Doug Baldwin.
Not only does he do a nice job catching the ball downfield, he's also a tremendous blocker that helps unleash the running game.
And he fires one incomplete. Here's a look at the young Atlanta Falcons, although next year, obviously, everyone will be a year older. So rookies like Deion Jones, Keanu Neal, Devondre Campbell, an extra year, well, their only year, but a year under their belt now to get better.
They're just young and growing, aren't they? I mean, I expect their play to continue to accelerate. And
it got his man complete. 30, 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 94 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. So from back deep in their own territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. They were looking that time to get it to Justin Hardy, and it's 2nd down. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. He's going to take another shot here. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, a great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now what they want to see here, he's still down on the field. Obviously such an important part of their passing game, and the training staff, they're going to have to attend to it. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 26 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Ready, like 25. Ready, got it.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Tempo.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
18, tempo. 19. 95.
And the wideout in motion. After the interception, here's Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the
Give me the
football.
ball.
And guess what? I'd throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
As a former defender, Brandon, the goal was always to tackle the receiver immediately after the catch. When you missed and gave up additional yardage, you didn't make anyone on your team happy. That's why I'm sitting here next to you.
Wilson. Flushed out right. Drops it underneath for Rawls. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll let Reese see what he can do by the goal line. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Marcel Reese taking it in from a yard out. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They go back to the air here after the INT. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to... Next zone, he's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually...
Tight right.
On second down, Ryan. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Ryan now to throw on third down. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Again, Ryan. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
They went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Tight right. Solo out there, check that.
Now Ryan on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones, 23 yards for the touchdown. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And he motions the wide receiver. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He hits Jermaine Kearse. He's at the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jermaine Kearse, 67 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 1st and for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Complete. Richardson has it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They come out here in the eye. Another run, but this time it's Rawls. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll try to run with Rawls, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. In motion left, Curse. And now it's second and goal. Again, it's Rawls. And they'll get him down here at about the Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now receiver in motion left.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on second down there? I thought.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. C.J. Procise, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
Watch left. He's tied right there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Falcons a first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake here on first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play. That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Justin Hardy in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons cut into that lead. And his kick is good. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Here's Wilson, forced out to his left. And he's brought down after a good gain. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Now Wilson on second down. Complete outright to Kurz. And some room to work. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jermaine Kurz. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes in.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Being chased out left. And some room to maneuver. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Play clock winding down. Here's Wilson to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 20 yards on the pickup there. And the Falcons are going to get a first. Now Ryan on first down. Deep drop. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ataba Rubin coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Ryan toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now it's Wilson. He's got Curse. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jermaine Curse, 62 yards. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory. 3
touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Finding time. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Ready! Get up! Rush in!
They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. Back now in Atlanta. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Here we go. It's Ryan on fourth down. And that's caught by Tammy. Give him 14 on the play. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now it's Ryan.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit.
And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And
You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Wilson's Seahawks going up against Ryan's Falcons. So with that, we'll send you out to the Georgia Dome in Atlanta, home of the Dirty Birds, where we bring in the two men who will call the action, and that's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
Larry, we are just off of Centennial Olympic Park Drive at the home of the Falcons since 1992. It's the Georgia Dome here in downtown Atlanta. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons. Steven Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. Coleman. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's the offense, and we talk about the tight end, Jacob Tamme.
A lot of people thought of him as simply a safety valve receiver. He can be a primary receiver. Jacob Tamme shows better athleticism than what people expect.
It's caught left side, Tamme. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Hey, 61 spike, ready. Get up. Ready to go. Back 25. There we go.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
54, south. 51.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Coleman now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And for Coleman, if you combine the rushing and receiving yards, close to 1,000 last year. He had 8 touchdowns as well and was just really a great 1-2 combo with Devontae Freeman.
An outstanding one. And just think, if he's on just about any other NFL team, he's probably the lead running back. And Devontae Freeman gets the bulk of the carries. But Coleman, when he does get his hands on the football, he really produces a big way, speaking of the numbers you just gave. And this has been an excellent drive to start the game off. Move the ball downfield well. Now they're set up at 1st and goal after that last really nice run. Exactly how a coach would draw things up. This is how you want to...
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And he's got it up and through. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now what they want to see here, he's still down on the field. Obviously such an important part of their passing game, and the training staff, they're going to have to attend to him. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Complete. Richardson has it. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Curse goes in motion right. The play clock's running down. Now Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On first down, Wilson. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
Again, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Adrian Claymore. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Big jumbo! Big jumbo!
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Time running out here on the play clock. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now Wilson can't find anyone open. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. C.J. Procise was the intended target. And now it's fourth down. So Wilson will head to the sideline, and on comes Steven Hauschka for the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. So out come the Falcons now. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep. How many times do we say in this game that speed kills? And it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8, now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Ryan, he's going to wind up. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 54 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Quarterback throws the fade, and that's one where really the receiver just has to make a play, right?
Brandon, all you're asking your quarterback to do is put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Let your guy get it and no one else. That makes it a very, very difficult play to defend.
Tyler Lockett now with a return. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And partner, a nice little connection there on the corner route.
The receiver set it up perfectly, worked his way inside, and then broke it back to the outside for the completion.
Little lull in the action here to go over an offseason storyline that's kind of interesting. L.A. a couple years ago, they have no teams, and now they're going to have 2 with the move from San Diego to L.A. What does that mean for the league and for the Chargers?
It seems like an easier transition, doesn't it, than in St. Louis when they moved back to Los Angeles
Less
to become
culture
the Rams.
shock.
Less culture shock, less, obviously geography, the whole deal. But it's a transition that still is not going to be easy. Remember, they're going to go play in a soccer stadium, essentially, for at least the first couple of years before they share a stadium with the Rams. So that changes things. Obviously, trying to create an identity in the market they haven't been in a long time. They began as the Los Angeles Chargers, but only played one season as such.
14.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. Caught left side, Williams. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Easy.
Play clock winding down. Here's Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, Rawls. And he's got some space here. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got Lockett. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
1st down, this is Rawls. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. They stay on the ground. Rawls again. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas Rawls. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Right. Ready. Blue 80. Hey, South.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Going up top. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 42 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just...
He's got a man, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. It's good, and it's 21-10. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
6 yards to go here on second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So the D-line's going to spread out, and they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Really good, solid run right there, and they did it from a 4-wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options, and also it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against.
19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Go. Easy.
And the wideout in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Check.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Go. Hey, easy. Check 51.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
I'll go special.
Now Wilson on second down. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Paul Richardson. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Wait! Let's go!
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Going for the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Earl Thomas, a defensive guy that can make things happen.
Arguably the best center fielder in the game today. He patrols the middle of the field with speed and with fury.
19. Hey! Hey, alert!
After the interception, here's Wilson.
Let me play against you.
Escaping the pressure right. He hits Baldwin right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. shift together here from the D-line. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. Got it.
Curse goes in motion right. On second down, Wilson. And he'll
I
be
can
hit
beat
from
you.
behind and taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Curse. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. 3rd quarter now. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Hey, 0. Trips right.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. This complete to Lockett. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line.
Hey, alert. Check. Alert. 95. Check.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss.
18. Shot. Move 15. Hold up. Shotgun. 14.
They'll send Baldwin in motion left. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
He's going to launch this thing way down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Complete. Richardson has it. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it'll give the Seahawks a 1st down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll put two receivers left, two to the right.
Move 15.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Shotgun. Let's go. 380. Shotgun. Friday.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And this is caught by Curse. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Check. Let's go. Hey. There. Spot that.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
how many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down.
Check. 380. Hey, 0. Alert.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now it's Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Now Hausch can attack on the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Here's Eric Weems now on the return. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Ryan.